In the foothills of the Himalayas, nestled in the lush land of Kapilavastu, there lived a noble king named Śuddhodana. He ruled over the Shakya people with wisdom and compassion. His queen, Maya, was known for her grace and kindness. Their palace was a beacon of joy and prosperity. One beautiful spring morning, Queen Maya gave birth to a son. They named him Siddhartha. The birth of Siddhartha was a joyous occasion. Celebrations filled the kingdom. Everyone believed that Siddhartha was a special child. A wise old man, Asita, visited the palace. He predicted that Siddhartha would either become a great king or a great spiritual leader. King Śuddhodana cherished his son. He wanted Siddhartha to inherit his throne. The king was determined to shield him from the prophecy. He created a world of pleasure and comfort for Siddhartha. The prince grew up surrounded by beauty, luxury and love. Siddhartha excelled in his studies. He mastered the art of warfare. Yet a shadow of discontent lingered in his heart. The young prince felt a deep yearning for something more. The world outside the palace walls beckoned him. One day, Siddhartha decided to venture beyond the palace walls. His father reluctantly agreed, but made sure his journey was sanitized. However, destiny had other plans. On his chariot ride, Siddhartha encountered 4 sights that would change his life forever. First, he saw an old man, bent with age. Next, he saw a sick man, racked with pain. Then he saw a dead body being carried away. Finally, he saw a holy man, an ascetic who seemed to possess a deep inner peace. These sights shook Siddhartha to his core. He realized the ephemeral nature of pleasure and the universality of suffering. He saw that age, sickness and death were inevitable parts of life. The ascetic's serene demeanor intrigued him. He yearned to understand the meaning of life and the way to overcome suffering. This experience became a turning point. Siddhartha resolved to leave the comforts of his life. He decided to seek answers to life's profound questions. Section 5. The Path of Austerity. At the age of 29, Siddhartha renounced his princely life. He left the palace, his wife and his newborn son, Rahula. He embarked on a spiritual quest to find enlightenment. He became a wandering ascetic. For 6 years, he subjected himself to extreme asceticism. He meditated for hours, ate only a few grains of rice, and slept on the cold ground. He studied with renowned teachers and mastered various meditation techniques, but enlightenment remained elusive. Section 6. Temptation under the Bodhi tree. One day, weak and weary, Siddhartha arrived at a place called Bodhgaya. He sat under a sacred fig tree, now known as the Bodhi tree. He vowed to meditate until he attained enlightenment. As he delved deeper into meditation, he was confronted by Mara, the demon of illusion. Mara tempted Siddhartha with desires, fears, and doubts, but Siddhartha remained resolute. He would not be swayed from his path. Section 7. Enlightenment. Through intense meditation and unwavering determination, Siddhartha gained a profound understanding of the nature of suffering, the cause of suffering, and the path to liberation. He realized that attachment to desire and ignorance were the roots of suffering. As the morning star rose in the sky, Siddhartha finally achieved enlightenment. He became the Buddha, the awakened one. He had found the answers he had been seeking. Section 8. The Buddha. The Buddha's enlightenment was a transformative experience. It was not a mystical union with a divine being. It was a realization of his true nature and the interconnectedness of all things. He saw the impermanence of all phenomena and the importance of living in the present moment. He decided to share his newfound wisdom with the world. He set in motion the wheel of Dharma, the teachings that would liberate beings from suffering. He traveled extensively, sharing his teachings with people from all walks of life. Section 9. Sharing the Dharma. The Buddha's teachings emphasized compassion, kindness, and mindfulness. He taught the four noble truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of the cause of suffering, the truth of the cessation of suffering, and the truth of the path to the cessation of suffering. He also taught the Eightfold Path, which outlined the practical steps to end suffering. These teachings resonated with people, and his following grew. Section 10. The Enduring Legacy. The Buddha's teachings spread throughout India and beyond, transforming the lives of millions. He established the Sangha, a community of monks and nuns, to continue his work. He embraced people from all castes and social backgrounds, emphasizing the universality of his message. For over 2,500 years, the Buddha's teachings have continued to inspire and guide people on the path to enlightenment. His message of compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago. His legacy as a beacon of peace and enlightenment continues to illuminate the world.